Now, let's look at this formula. If you look at this formula, we have two terms on the right hand side of the equation. This is the right hand side of the equation, and we have only one term on the left hand side of the equation. This is the left hand side of the equation and the right hand side of the equation. We have two terms, that is 1 out of R1 plus 1 out of 2 R2. Okay. I'm going to clean that. Supposing we are to make R2 the subject, we have to make R2 the subject of the relation. What do? So from the steps we read, if you look at this expression, it involves fractions. So we need to get rid of the fraction. How do we do that? We multiply the fraction by the LCM of the denominator. So these are the denominators. The denominators here are R, R1, R2. So we have the LCM to be R times R1 times R2. And that will give us R, R1, R2. So we are going to multiply each term by the LCM, R1, R2. So we have 1 out of R times R, R1, R2 is equal to 1 out of R1 times R1, R1, R2 plus 1 out of R2 times R1, R2. So we cancel out the common letters. R, we cancel R here. We have R1 here, cancel R1. We have R2 here, cancel R2. Then we multiply the numerator by the whole letters. So we have 1 times R1, R2, that will give us R1, R2. Yes, we have R, R2 plus R, R1. Now watch this. We still have two terms on the right hand side and we have one term on the left hand side. But we have to make R2 the subject. And we have R2 on the right hand side and we have R2 on the left hand side. So what we do is that we group all the terms with R2 on the left hand side. So that's going to be the next step. So we have R1, R2. We are moving. Let me bring this here. We are moving R2 to the left hand side of the equation. And look at the operation sign. This is positive. The R2 is positive. So when it crosses the equal to sign to the left hand side, it becomes negative. That is minus R, R2. And we are left with R, R1 on the right hand side. Now the explanation for this being negative can be